Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel for another acrylic painting tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you step by step how to paint flower pixies. I'm going to be working on an 11 by 14 double primed and stretched canvas. I'll be starting the painting off with a number 50 filbert brush, and I've got quite a few colors. Sorry, my palette's a little bit of a mess. I've been painting up a storm today in my studio, but I've got lots of paint left over and I thought, why not just film another tutorial for you guys. So I've got titanium white, dioxazine purple, phthalo blue, turquoise aqua green, a little bit of neon pink, and a little bit of neon rose. So I'm just going to take all three colors. I'm going to take a little bit of turquoise blue and purple, and I'm just going to start going around the canvas, having fun, playing around with my background colors. And the next thing I'm going to do is take a dry mop brush. I'm going to use this to just dust around little circles. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take a little round brush. I'm going to take some more of that purple, and I'm going to start pulling some little flower stems this way and that way. Okay, then I'm going to take a little bit more purple and I'm going to add a little triangle on the bottom. So it looks like a little hourglass. So we'll paint little hourglasses on the top of each stem. You just do a cross like that, a little X like that, it makes it easy. However you want to do them. You could have some smaller ones, so we have different size pixies. The next thing we're going to do is add a little circle for the head. So I think you guys can guess where we're going with this. This is the head, shoulders, waist, little pixie dress. You can have them sort of reaching out. You just want to make the shoulder a little bit wider than the rest. And they don't have to you don't have to show the arms in all of them, because there are going to be, maybe the arms are down by their side, but we're going to have the wings out as well. So some of them will get covered by the wings. So I'm going to go ahead and just dry this off after I finish adding a few more arms. I've got a little number 8 here, and I'm going to take a little bit of water on my brush first. I'm going to use a little bit of my turquoise aqua green with white. Okay, and I'm going to add the moon, a big moon here because pixies are small. Now, because I'm painting intuitively, I didn't know that I was going to add a moon, Had I planned that out before, but that's, you know, the opposite. Planning is the opposite of being intuitive. So I recommend you painting your moon first, but you can. This is kind of like a good lesson in showing you how you can come in after and add something. Okay, I'm going to come inside, scumble. This is going to make our little pixies have a little bit more of a glow to them too, I think. So I want the moon to look kind of powdery and soft. So we can see a little bit of patchiness to it, like the moon is and has. A little bit of a highlight from the moonlight hitting some of these. Okay, I'm going to slide my brush side to side. And I'm going to take some white. I'll go around and bring some brighter light . Make this moon nice and bright. We've had, well, it's ending now, but we had a few days of a full moon. And I don't know what it is about a full moon, but the craziest dreams. Like I always have really vivid dreams, but it's just extra when there's a full moon. Okay, so I think I can just, with enough paint and little pressure, I can go over these stems and bring these back into the foreground. Okay, and then I'll go back to adding my little pixies here. Gosh, this one is fun. See, you just never know. You gotta trust those ideas when they come to you, because you could paint something you never thought you could. It's our fear that stops us and prevents us from doing so many things. It's such a shame. So if you take nothing else from this video today, take that. Don't let your fear hold you back with anything in life. I need to add a little bit, something down here, it's kind of missing. Add a little one. Even just coming out with the arms like this, just a little flick. Let's just start these pixie wings So easy. Let's take a little bit of white, a little bit of turquoise. So you just want to add the second one, the second set of wings, obviously lower and a little bit smaller. Get a little something to their little skirts too, especially if they're, look at that, they look like little flowers, little bell flowers. Especially if they have the moonlight kind of filtering through them. A little bit of purple and turquoise. Hold your brush with the handle pointing up. Pull, pull, 3 little pulls and flicks for a little skirt, little flower skirt. Now I'm going to come in with a smaller brush, a little micro mini liner brush like this. And I'll take a little bit of pink and white. I'll add a little something on their head too, glowing. Little glowing beads or a crown. And then start adding a little bit of beautiful light to these wings. Remember, you don't have to include every little line and detail. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of my rose and white. For the smaller ones, make everything a little smaller, of course. And we can also add a little bit of this rose to their little skirts. You can also pick up a little bit of, just to give them some magical looking iridescent like light on their wings. You can add a little bit of turquoise too. Any pastel color you want, really. A little bit more. I'm just kind of going back for more neon rose, then to the pink. The trick is applying it. You want to have a little ball. You want to mix the color up, twist and roll your brush, and just have a little ball on the tip of your brush to work with like this. Gonna add a little bit of like a little bun on the top of some of their heads. A few little dabs here and there just for those legs. And then maybe we'll give them some little feet. A little dab and pull. So this, by putting the foot, a little dab of white up here higher, looks like their knee is bent. And I'm also going to add little glowing lights and orbs or stars, or little beads, just little dabs of those pastel colors. Any pastel color you want. I'm using pink, rose, and yellow. So have them getting a little bit bigger down towards the base. And then a little smaller. Hope you guys are doing well and enjoying this fun little fairy or pixie painting. Feel free to share your versions from my tutorials on our Facebook group. Created a Facebook group just for you guys. Okay, now I'm going to do a few rose colored ones. To make them glow a little bit more, I'll add a little dab of yellow and white. See what happens when you add just little dabs of getting smaller and smaller. It gives you that perspective that we're kind of looking up. So make them bigger in the foreground and smaller. I think I'll have a little castle down here in the distance. So I'm just going to do a few little flicks like this. Add a little dab midway down those pointy tops, and then make some skinny triangles out of them. Just added a tiny bit of purple at the base. Just going to go over the tops here because I know they're going to dry darker, because it's a little bit thinned out, the paint I'm using. So keep that in mind. The more water you use, the more transparent it will look when it's dry. I'm just going to soften, give it a dreamy, blurry kind of a look down there. Little wiggle for some flat. Okay, well, this painting is all done. Hope you guys enjoyed this little fantasy piece. Feel free to paint along and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I've got over 800 videos, tutorials here. I've got more on Patreon as well. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Sending you all the best in your art journey. Bye!